Michael, hello. How you doing?
How you doing? How's everything?
It's good and it's nice and sunny for a change.
In New York, I can't believe it's getting a little cold out here right now.
Same here. Well, congratulations on the new series and congratulations on your performance as well. Now, you've been playing Tariq for quite a while, haven't you? I mean, the first time was in the original season of Power. What appealed to you about the show and about playing him in particular?
Well, really, when I first got like the information about the whole role and everything, like I knew what the role was, and it wasn't really much at first. They just told me, I'll just it's the son. They told me obviously the story of the show and everything, and it was based in New York. Organized crime type of stuff. And I was into that. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like it sounds like a show that I would watch. So yeah, I auditioned and I was ready to be a part of it off rip, and then after a while, everything just started just changing. Everything just started rolling. They started writing my character's story. His story started becoming like a bigger part of the show and everything. And then from there, everything just started happening.
Just took off like a rocket, really, because I mean, in this season, you're essentially playing the lead, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
The whole game for me now.
So how has the character changed and developed in the time that you've been playing him?
Man, he changed and developed a whole lot. Because when I first started, I was just reoccurring. And, my character, he was kind of just like, high and by kind of character. And like throughout the season, he started like slowly, starting to get more involved in the show. And then out of nowhere, I would say like season 3 is when they started writing my character into the show like a lot more. And that's when he started like hanging out with Kane and everything. And that's when like the audience, they started like gravitating towards my character. That's when that's when the Tariq craziness started. When they started hitting Tariq all crazy. Season 3 and 4 is when everything really started. And then after that, season 5 and 6, from that to this, it was crazy. I was definitely not expecting this at all. Like this huge jump. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was definitely a lot, but it was so much fun. I learned so much going through all the motions and everything. So it was cool.
It must be really exciting. And of course, the challenge of a second season is to keep things fresh and keep them sort of moving on. How do you think that the writers, and particularly Courtney Kemp, have actually managed to do that?
Man, they do such a great job in writing this show, because like when I tell you like the first time I got the news of like, just the show basically is gonna start being based around me and my character, I was just like how is this gonna work? No one likes Tariq. He just killed his dad. Like everyone hates him for that. I don't know how this is gonna work, but it just shows like the and talent that the writers and everyone in the writing room has. They had the ability to basically just make it do a 180, make everyone just completely switch. And now a lot of people, they like Tariq now. They still have the, few people that hate him for killing Ghost, of course, but Tariq is getting a lot of love now. It definitely changed. Definitely changed.
Which is great. And of course, at the start of this new season, he's still haunted by his past, and particularly the events at the end of season 1. Yeah. What does the future hold for him, do you think?
Man, the future holds a lot for Tariq, because like you said, he's coming off of, just murdering his college professor. So that he's dealing with, and obviously he's dealing with having to cover up his tracks, and stay out of jail and, stay free, because, he don't want to go to jail on a murder case. That would be pretty bad. So yeah, just the future really is just like the world is coming at him pretty fast in this season, I would say. I mean, the world is coming at Tariq fast in the season 1, obviously, of course, but season 2 is kind of different now, because he was on his own in season 1, but now it's like he's literally on his own. Like nothing. There's nobody there for him. There's nobody can trust, really. Just like season 1, but now the stakes are just way higher. Now the stakes are way higher. He has a lot more to lose, and he has a lot more to win, and he has a lot more to gain. So he's going for all of that. So he's navigating through the world, He's trying to grow up pretty fast and be diligent in this world.
It's going to be tricky for him, isn't it?
Is it?
Slightly.
Is it ever?
You started acting actually very young, didn't you? I think you were in Orange is the New Black when you were about 11. And indeed, your co-star, Lorenz Tate, started at much the same sort of age. How did you get into acting?
The way I got into acting was it was insane. Because like being young, like I always like used to watch like, obviously the kids shows, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, all of that stuff when I was little. So I was just like, I always would watch and I'm like, dang, this looks like fun. Like I would love to be part of this. But like, I never really made any action on it. I just always just like, damn, I want to do this. It looks fun. And one day I was in the city with my mom and we were walking to get lunch or something. And a lady named Gina from Generations, this is a kids talent agency at this time. And I was like 10, I think, or 9, turning 10. And she walked up to me and my mom, and she asked my mom, like, does your son, like, is he into like modeling or acting or anything? Like, does he do anything like that? And my mom was like, no, like, why'd you ask? And then they just started talking for a little bit. And then like the same week we went to their office, had like a little meeting or whatever. We were talking, chopping it up. And then like the following week, they got me some auditions for like print work. Like they got me like some photo shoots for like Target, did like a commercial for Price Choppers. Then after that, a few things after that, I did like Sesame Street. I did like a small role in Law and Order. And then like stuff just started happening. And I did this one music video for an Italian singer. His name is Tiziano Ferro. And the music video was like, it went so crazy in Italy and MTV on MTV in Italy. And an Italian director and actor, he saw the video, Silvio Muccino. He saw it. He saw me in the video. And then like from there, he wanted me to be a part of his film. The film is called Un Altro Mondo. It was the first movie I've ever done. And it was in full Italian. And he saw me in the video. I don't know how he contacted my mom. He sent her an email and said, I just watched this music video. I see your son, and this is my Charlie from my movie. And my mom was like, what the heck is this? So she's like, she made a few calls and emails to see if it was like everything was legit. And it was the film was a Universal Studios film. So they had flew us out and everything for like 10 days to meet everyone. I was in Italy for like 10 days, just getting used to the place. Ended up coming back home. Then I went back to Italy. And I lived out there for like a year and 3 months. And I filmed my first movie out there at like 10 years old.
That is such a Hollywood story. I mean, it's just, you couldn't make that one up, could you?
It's crazy. Yeah, like that. I don't know how, like, I don't know how to this day, it's like, damn, like how I got into it is like unreal. It's crazy to me still.
And since you've acted with some pretty big names, one of the ones I noticed was Nicolas Cage. Yes, you made a movie with a couple of years ago. What was it like working with him?
It was super dope working with Nicolas Cage because, like, obviously I'm pretty familiar with him and stuff. Everyone's familiar with Nicolas Cage. So when I got the news I was gonna be working with him, I was like, oh snap, like, this is crazy. Like me and Nicolas Cage, like what the heck? So definitely was like, wow, this is different. Like this is different. So yeah, working with him was dope. We filmed in Bulgaria for about like 3 months, I think, or 3-4 months. And he was super cool. He was super supportive. He was super dope. He liked my music, like, because I also make beats and stuff. So like we would just be hanging out. I played him some of my beats, and like he liked them. And yeah, he was just like, he was super supportive. He was just there, helpful on set, super cool, super nice. So yeah, working with him was dope. I wasn't expecting him to be as cool as he was though. He was super cool.
Everybody seems to like him that I've spoken to, because I spoke to Alex Wolff not so long ago, who of course was in him with Pig, and they've become huge friends. So he's obviously a great guy to work with. Must have been a wonderful experience for you. Just looking forward a bit with Power. There are more Power spin-offs to come, because I was talking to Lorenz about them recently, and I know Lorenz is in one. Can we expect to see Tariq in one of them, or maybe more than one?
Man, hope that would be super dope. I don't have any news on me being part of any of them yet, but hopefully, God willing, that would be pretty dope to see some crossovers within the universe. That would be pretty lit. I'll definitely.
We'll keep our fingers crossed for you then.
Yes, please.
It's been lovely to talk to you, Michael. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. And good luck with the show. Continued good luck with the show.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
My pleasure. You too. Cheers now.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey!